It's time to talk a little gold. But as you know from watching us in the past here at America's Value Channel, when we do talk about gold, it's for a real good reason. And tonight, this next piece is beyond special. We're talking a population that is almost non-existent, yet an affordable coin. My kind of coin. Let's take a peek. So the year is 2025. Oh, by the way, where we are here today. And the world's #1 most popular gold coin is our American Eagle. And we usually talk about the silver eagle, but they made a gold eagle as well. And where the silver eagle was 1 ounce silver, the gold eagle had 4 different sizes. A tenth, a quarter, a half ounce, and then a full 1 ounce. And over the last 40 years, they've been making that coin as well. And then there's 2 different conditions. There's the uncirculated coins, the bullion strikes, mint state or not, right? And then there's the special collector coin, the proofs. And as you know, the U.S. government over the last 4 or 5 years has really constricted how few gold proofs are made. I mean, the total of this coin, the $10 quarter ounce, is 16,000 coins this year. Now, let's talk about the design for a minute here. The silver eagle is the beautiful walking Liberty half dollar. But the gold, we just copied our most beautiful gold coin ever. The very first coin of Augustus St. Gaudens, which is President Theodore Roosevelt's coinage redesign. It nailed, outright nailed, looking like the 1907 specimen. Can't find a better. And in proof, we're seeing it here. Now, during the history of our gold coins, we've seen some changes. First of all, that when 86 was here, 1986, we made only a 1 ounce in proof. 1987, we added a half ounce. And in 1988, we added the $5 and $10, the tenth and quarter ounce as well. So since 1988, we've been seeing quarter ounce gold pieces, making it more affordable for the average American to own U.S. gold. Every year there's unk, every year there's proof, and the proof is just significantly rarer. Now, the other subtle differences over the years have been our first coins were all in Roman numerals. That was 86 to 91. Starting in 92, we have dates that we can make sense of ourselves, 2025 as an example, versus a bunch of Roman numerals. And then the last comment on our gold here is, in the year 2021, the U.S. Mint changed the reverse design for the first time in its history. From 1986 to 2021, we had this family of eagles on the back of all of our gold coins. Now we have the portrait of an eagle. And once you look at it, it's like, I can't believe they did that. And then you look at it again and say, I kind of like what they did with this. And it's been that way since 2021. So now let's talk about this coin. Because over the last decade, we've done one thing as collectors, striving for perfection. We not only want to have the best coin, we want to have it in the finest known grade. And then if I can get any of the adjectives added to the label for no extra cost, I want every one I can get. Years ago, the U.S. Mint introduced a new program, and they called it the Advanced Release, which is talking with a small number of dealers across the country. And when they launch a new coin, we launch with them in step. We have to adhere to the models. We have to adhere to how it's being sold, when it's being shipped. And that way, on the launch date, the whole world is hearing about the U.S. Mint's coins. And it's been a very successful program. They reserve 10% of the entire edition for that small group of dealers total. And it's split up amongst us here as being one of them. So we're looking at a coin with 16,000 max. There's only 1,600 coins that were released into this program. And the grading services call it Advanced Release, and they label the holder. Because we know that first day of issue, first release, right? first allocation, when you're talking Silver Eagles, all of that matters big time. So then the first of the firsts are the advanced. Well, over these last few years, the numbers in holders, tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. We're averaging, give or take, 1,000 coins in advanced. Well, gold's on a little bit of a tear, if you haven't heard. 3,300 for just 1 ounce bullion value. Then you add in the rarity and the quality and the perfection and everything else, right? Yet, as of right now, there's only 562 of them in this $10 denomination, in 70. That's pretty outright special. Pretty outright rare. That means that this gold coin, there's give or take 10 coins per state that are there for anybody to own, and this grade is a 70. And that's not counting the advanced release, which is inside of that number, which is even significantly smaller than that. But can you get much smaller than 562? Will it change a little bit throughout the rest of the year? Sure it will. But usually in the first 90 days, we get about 75-80% of all coins. Pretty much a document you can just follow. It's a footprint for flow. Guys, give me a 30-second clock. The number of people on the phones right now. If I had Johnny Carson's Karnak the Magician trick, I'd pull off of this because I know exactly what you're calling for. Unfortunately, I don't have that gift. So I have to trust that there's something you like, and that's why you're calling. Not to mention people buying online with us here at abccoins.com. We talk about this often, gold. But when we put it on the air as an actual coin, an actual product, it has to hit some criteria. Popularity, this one nails it. It's the American Eagle, the world's best coin. Quality, it's a proof. It's from the advanced release segment of the edition, and tonight it's a perfect 70. How about adding it all together and being hundreds of dollars under that of our competition? That makes this special. This coin, perfect phrase. It's the ABC way.